We are back at the shop where the MC beat the guy who tried to rob him. A hunter is taking out magic stones from his bag. The shopkeeper says those are some high-quality magic stones, and as always, his commission is going to be 40%. The hunter replies that it's a bit steep, saying he is a regular and asking if the shopkeeper can cut him a deal. The shopkeeper haggles, saying their prices are already the lowest and that the gate center alone takes a flat 5%, then gives the money to the hunter. The hunter doesn't argue and starts counting the money. Then he asks a question: "What happened to your face?" The shopkeeper explains that some psycho came, first wrecked the guards, and then beat him up. The hunter advises not to rely too much on guards, saying a hero working in the field is much superior in combat compared to some awakened person on guard duty. The hunter keeps blabbering, and the shopkeeper starts getting annoyed as the hunter is leaving. He says if that psycho bothers him again, just give him a call. As he is leaving, the MC walks in and passes by him. The shopkeeper tenses up and starts shouting, "That's the guy," while pointing at the MC. The hunter turns back and asks, "This guy?" He starts trying to intimidate the MC. The shopkeeper grins, thinking the hunter will beat the MC. But the MC sharply looks back and says, "Buzz off." The shopkeeper is shocked. The hunter gets real pissed. The MC asks if he wants revenge or something like that. The hunter gets even more angry. Suddenly, the hunter's instincts kick in, and he turns around and just leaves, abandoning the shopkeeper and MC. The MC now looks at the shopkeeper, who is speechless. The MC says he seems to have a problem with him, and the shopkeeper is totally nervous. The MC then tosses him a bag full of magic stones. The shopkeeper looks at the stones and realizes they are such high-grade stones. He starts calculating the total worth. The total comes to 150 million won. The MC asks him to bring the 150 million. The shopkeeper asks about commission. The MC gets furious, then sighs and says, "Right, commission is 1%. Then bring me the remaining 1.485 billion won." The shopkeeper replies that for transactions above a billion won, he needs upper management's approval. The MC coldly replies, "Then go get it." The shopkeeper starts talking to the boss, but the MC suddenly snatches the phone. He tells the boss to order the employee to pay up. The boss tells the MC to give the phone back, but the MC throws it so hard it gets embedded into the wall. The shopkeeper instantly pays up. The MC leaves and tells the shopkeeper to be cool next time. 10 minutes later, the boss rushes into the shop. He is shocked by the scene in front of him. The shopkeeper tells him he quits, that he can't do this anymore. The boss gets angry and calls someone, telling her to come to the shop. A girl is walking down the street. People look at her in awe as she walks past them, whispering, "Isn't that Hyun Ju-yeon? It really is her." She stands in front of the same shop and then enters. The shopkeeper is shocked, exclaiming, "Hyun Ju-yeon." She smiles and replies, "Yep, that's me." She walks toward the sofa and asks who the people are that are forcing him to buy magic stones. She sits down and asks if he can explain in detail. Meanwhile, the MC is sitting on the ground, meditating. He thinks that even after a full day of hunting, he only got 100 million. He realizes he needs to be able to enter S-rank gates on his own. For that, he needs to regain his strength and also needs some equipment, but even trash gear costs millions. Suddenly, the MC's intuition twitches. He leaps toward his sister, grabs her, moves her inside the house, and closes the door. Their grandmother asks what's going on. Suddenly, the house starts shaking. The little sister starts panicking. The MC realizes it's not an earthquake. Outside, it seems like the sky is tearing, and suddenly a rift appears right where the MC was meditating. The MC leaves his sister with his grandmother and tells them not to go outside, then leaps into the rift. At the Seoul Hero Association, they detect the rift. A new rift has appeared after 63 days, and one of them issues a command to contact the nearest hunters. Once someone has entered a rift, no one else can go inside. And if that person dies in the rift, in 10 days, a monster wave will erupt, with monsters pouring out and devastating Seoul. They start identifying the person who entered the rift. It turns out not to be a hero, but a civilian. The probability of a monster wave occurring is now 99.9%. The whole department is devastated. After a while, the manager throws papers on the table. Heejo asks, "Awakened? You're telling me about Dojun, right?" The manager replies that this news is not yet official, but it is confirmed he has awakened. Heejo screams that they should have killed him themselves. She furiously says she wants him dead, no matter what it takes. The manager reassures her that they might not need to do anything at all since a new rift just appeared at the MC's house, and he entered it. Heejo is a bit relieved, but tells the manager to keep an eye until his death is confirmed. The MC is now inside the rift. It's a forest, and he seems to recognize the place. He is in the forest of Patisua, which he used to visit very often when he was young. He follows a path he remembers, and he is right in front of the world tree, an ancient spirit tree that carries the purest flow of mana. His old world was destroyed because the world tree was burned, and the flow of mana was disturbed. He realizes he might be able to reclaim his mana. He starts meditating in the shadow of the world tree, taking slow and deep breaths, focusing on the flow of mana. He focuses only on his mana, forgetting to eat or drink, and before he knows it, 10 days have passed. Suddenly he hears something. Volcano. They were the ones who burned the world tree in the past. The monsters start running toward the MC. He wishes he had a water element sword, which would have made things much easier, but it doesn't really matter. The MC extends his hand toward the monsters and releases his mana. The monsters scream in agony. They glare at each other. The MC again extends his arm. After so much time, the power takes a bit of a toll on him. The monsters charge their attacks and shoot fireballs straight at the MC. He doesn't even flinch as the attacks hit right in his face. The fireballs land, but a barrier blocks them. The MC says that now that the safety of the world tree has been confirmed, he should check his mana. He walks toward the monsters, grabs 2 of them, and smashes their heads together hard. Their heads explode, they turn into ashes, and magic stones fall from them. The MC moves forward with a smile, remembering that he can also obtain eternal ember from them. He then starts killing the monsters relentlessly, one after another. The monsters keep attacking, and the MC keeps beating them ruthlessly. Before long, none are left. He alone stands in front of the world tree. He then picks up a yellow stone, the eternal ember. He crushes it in his hand, and it becomes ember mana. He wants to absorb more mana from the world tree, but with his current body, it's impossible. The only available method is to absorb the ember and convert his mana into fire mana. In the past, he didn't need to use such methods, but now he must keep absorbing to get stronger.